What's crazy to think, but Palworld is actually still not technically fully released yet. Yeah, it's still in early access or beta, however you want to put it. Despite the early access version being released in January of this year, just 9 months ago, and the fact that it was released to just overwhelming success and popularity, it is still labeled as an upcoming game, so obviously with that status, a lot of things can change from now to then. A lot of games do thrive, though, in this sort of beta state. PUBG, for example, was in beta, I think, for like years. Even the new Valve shooter Deadlock is still technically in beta or alpha, however you want to put it, and they are really successful. So yeah, it's happened before, but I don't know, Palworld just kind of came out of nowhere. And now with the hype dying down and with the honeymoon phase over, it still maintains quite a level of relevancy. I mean, it's number 61 right now on Steam, right behind No Man's Sky at number 60. But obviously, as it gets closer to its full launch, like I said, a lot of things can change, and I'm sure Pocketpair, the Japanese developer behind the game, has really been sorting through things and kind of deciding, what are we going to do with this game? What is our long-term, end game sort of plan with this game? Well, there was actually a big recent rumor that just came out that basically Pocketpair was planning on making Palworld a live service game. Basically, rather than paying $30 to get Palworld, it would become, like all live service games, it would basically be a free game, and Pocketpair would get revenue from it through microtransactions. And I think overall the reaction to this was generally not good. People didn't want it to be a live service game. People who play Palworld and have already paid the $30 for it, they don't want it to be a free live service game. They don't want it to go down the route that it would seem a lot of big games these days are going down. Now, I will say when I saw this rumor, I thought absolutely Palworld is definitely going to go down this route, but apparently no, they are absolutely not going to. Yeah, they just made a tweet this morning that said, no, we are not changing our game's business model. It will remain buy to play, not free to play. And they kind of touched a little bit more on this. They basically said that the rumor that had leaked out was actually from some of their ideas they were sorting through months ago, so I guess they were considering doing this at some point months ago, but since then they have completely ruled this out. This is not going to happen with Palworld. Now, I do think this is cool because I think this really, as if Palworld didn't already stand out from a lot of the other games, it really makes them stand out even more. But as others have pointed out, this could lead to some problems down the road if they are planning on making this game a self-sustaining product for years on end, which it seems like Pocketpair is wanting to do just that. Because obviously with this just being a one-time flat fee game and with it being super popular when it came out 9 months ago, I mean, hey, they got a lot of money, a lot of revenue, a lot of initial capital right out of the gate. But now I'm sure a lot of the purchases of this game have gone down. And kind of the benefit of a live service game is, hey, if you have continuing customers, well, they might continue to make purchases as the months and the years go on. But if it's just a buy to play game, that's not the case. So with them wanting this to be a long-term game, how are they going to make this happen? Well, it would seem Pocketpair has actually said just that in their Twitter post they made this morning. They said, we are still considering skins and DLC for Palworld in the future as a means to support development. Yeah, it would be very interesting to see a game actually do something just like this and succeed. Not go the live service route, but still stay online and still make a profit for years. I saw one Reddit comment to say that No Man's Sky kind of does this same thing. They just have revenue based off of purchases of the game, and that game started off awful and it ended up, well, I believe now it's got a very thriving community. So I don't know, maybe this does work if implemented correctly. So the question is, will Pocketpair pull this off correctly? Can they hold true on their goal of keeping this as a long-term online game that continues to make a profit, all while avoiding the live service model?